and gentlemen, today, did I start too soon?
No.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to look at the poem, I Asked the Little Boy Who Cannot See. I asked the little boy who cannot see, and what is color like? Why, green, said he, is like the rustle when the wind blows through the forest. Running water, that is blue. And red is like a trumpet sound, and pink is like the smell of roses. And I think that purple must be like a thunderstorm, and yellow is like something soft and warm, and white is a pleasant stillness when you lie and dream. Okay, so as we read this poem, we're going to be looking for similes that the author uses. We're going to identify what two objects the author is comparing, and then we're going to think of words to describe those objects. So we're going to try and think like the author. Why is the author comparing these two objects? So that's what we'll do as we read through this poem. So let's read again. I asked the little boy who cannot see, and what is color like? Okay, so far I know that there are no similes. But as we talked about before, the boy can't see. So when he's talking about something, when he's comparing things, he's going to be using senses other than his sense of sight. So no similes, but that's something I'll keep in mind. He's not using his sense of sight. Okay. Why, green, said he, is like the rustle when the wind blows through the forest. Okay, so right there I see a simile because the simile uses like or as to compare two things. So I'll highlight that on my paper. Like the rustle when the wind blows through the forest. Okay, so that's one of the objects that he's comparing. I'll write that on my graphic organizer, rustle. And what is he comparing rustle to? Well, he's trying to describe that color green. Okay, and he can't use his sense of sight. So when you think of a rustle, that's usually something that you hear. So his sense of hearing. And words to describe the word rustle. Rustle when the wind blows through the forest. Well, maybe it's a crunchy sound like dry leaves going against each other. Maybe it's a natural sound. I think of natural rustle in the trees. So far that's on my graphic organizer. My two words, rustle and green, that the author is comparing with a simile. He's hearing it, and it sounds like something crunchy, or might make you think of something natural. Okay, so that's how the author is thinking of the color green, something crunchy, something natural. Maybe he's been outside and was able to hear that sound, and just that smell of the plants was making him think of the color green. Okay, let's keep reading. Running water, that is blue. Okay, so right here, he might be trying to compare those two things, but it doesn't use the word like or as, and there's not a simile there, so I'll just pass by that one and keep reading. And red is like a trumpet sound. There's another simile, like a trumpet sound. So, trumpet sound, so I know that's going to be a sense of hearing. Again, he's blind so he can't see. So he's comparing that trumpet sound to the color red. Okay, and it doesn't have anything in here, any adjectives that describe either of those. So let me think about a trumpet sound. It's loud. Sometimes it's something that's very bold. Might get your attention if you hear the trumpet sound. Very loud, very, very attention-getting. So again, we have trumpet and red. He's comparing it to something that he hears, and it's loud and bold and attention-grabbing. That makes sense because red is a very bold color. If you see red, usually that'll grab your attention. It'll stand out just like that trumpet sound. Okay, so looking to think like the author. Okay, thank you.